From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your North Coast Neighborhood Forecast.
Everything Medical has been your complete source for medical supplies since 2007. Our 10,000 square foot showroom has the largest selection of home medical equipment in the North State. We have what you need. Everything Medical, Athens Avenue, Reading.
Well, the big story is the heat, right? Now, of course, the heat, not for the coast, but the heat for the inland areas, for the mountains as well. So we have an excessive heat watch for Trinity County, which, by the way, does not include, at least at this point, the mountains or the inland areas of Del Norte and Humboldt counties. But just be aware that it's still going to be hot there as well. The big heat, the biggest heat, arrives this weekend, and we could be talking about the potential for some record-breaking heat as well. Here's what we expect here for the rest of the day today. Again, it peaks sometime around 3, 4 o'clock, and then temperatures do start to drop up to about 90 for some of the warmer spots inland. And for the coast, we're talking low 60s. Could see some breaks in some of those clouds here throughout the day today. And for Trinity County, also kind of peaking sometime around 4 o'clock this afternoon in those low 90s, low to mid 90s for those daytime highs today. Of course, looking at those sunny skies as well. Here's a look at Futurecast, and here you can see, of course, those clouds kind of maybe trying to actually come back later on this evening, but of course tomorrow morning we're still seeing that fog along the coast, and of course making its way into some of those inland valleys as well. No big surprises here, although it looks like we could see some breaks here as we go into tomorrow afternoon, and then Thursday morning, still seeing those clouds kind of hovering around the north coast, and then through the afternoon on Thursday, looks like maybe a few breaks in those clouds as well. So again, it's that typical trend, right? You see most of the fog in the morning, and then it looks like we start to see some of it begin to break apart in the afternoon hours. Here's the trend for Weaverville. I just want to show you, of course, one of the reasons why there is that excessive heat watch. There you can see temperatures actually slow to increase. We're still going to be in the low to mid 90s for Weaverville through Thursday. It will be more of a noticeable increase by the time we get into Friday, and not to mention into the weekend as well. Now, there is a small craft advisory off to sea here until about 9 o'clock tonight. And as we take you off to southern Humboldt County, there you can see, of course, just off the coast there's a small craft advisory through 3 p.m. tomorrow. And the reason being, you can see here, 6 p.m. on Tuesday, still some pretty high wave heights, especially down to the south and west. But as we go into Wednesday, look what happens. We actually start to see those wave heights begin to drop. So it looks like conditions will be improving for all of you who like to boat or fish. All right, there's a look at your marine forecast for today. North winds at 5 to 10 knots. Your waves from the northwest at 4 feet at 5 seconds, and from the northwest at 2 feet at about 10 seconds. There will be some patchy fog and drizzle out there. Temperatures today, low 60s for the coast. Upper 80s, low 90s inland area, low to mid 90s. So again, you kind of progressively get warmer and warmer as we typically see here this time of the year. Here's your 7-day forecast for the coast and Crescent City in particular. You know, I think Crescent City will feel the impacts of the warming trend. Not a big one, right? But you're going to be in the mid, maybe even some upper 60s by the time we do get into the weekend here. But for Hoopa, yeah, you're going to feel it up to 100 by Friday, over 100 degrees by Saturday and Sunday. And for Weaverville, the peak will be Saturday, Sunday as well. Could get up to 107 and maybe even hotter than that, especially in some parts of Trinity County. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast for Eureka. We're talking temperatures low 60s for the next 7 days, partly to mostly cloudy skies.